Good evening. Welcome to the Buck Stops here. I'm Vishnu Shom. On the program tonight, so close and yet so far. Just when there appeared to be signs of a press conference announcing a climb down in the Samajwadi Party family feud, it was cancelled minutes before it was about to start. On the ground, there are fights taking place in Etawah, the home turf of the Yadavs, between the Mulayam and Akhilesh camps. Is it all over for the Samajwadi Party with just a few weeks left to go for the elections? That's what we're looking at in our debate tonight.
Tension between Mulayam and Akhilesh supporters in the Yadav stronghold of Etawah after the party's district president there was removed by Akhilesh. This on a day a series of meetings took place in Lucknow to broker peace in the Parivar. First between the chief minister and his uncle, and then between Mulayam and his loyalists. Sources say Mulayam wants to be reinstated as party boss immediately. The Akhilesh camp says only after the UP elections. Akhilesh wants Amar Singh and Shivpal sidelined. Reports say Mulayam is unwilling to sack Amar Singh.
पिछले दरवाजे से चोर दरवाजे से प्रविष्टि करके राजनीति करने की प्रवृत्ति हमारी नहीं है।
अब तो वो लोग कंफ्यूजन पैदा कर रहे हैं जो कहीं बाहर हैं हमसे और तड़प रहे हैं कि हमारा क्या होगा।
At about 2 p.m. word came out from Mulayam Singh Yadav's residence here in Lucknow that he would hold a press conference, raising hopes of a compromise. Just 5 minutes later though, that press conference was cancelled abruptly. The Akhilesh camp is flexing the numbers muscle to keep up the pressure.
212 ने एफिडेविट पर दस्तखत किए हैं, 68 एमएलसीज में से 56 ने किए हैं, 24 एमपीज में से 15 ने एफिडेविट्स पर दस्तखत किए हैं.
On Friday, the few Mulayam supporters, old-timers, who gathered outside his home, said they feared the family battle would drive away the Muslim vote from the Samajwadi Party.
अब इनको सुलझा लेना चाहिए, जो कुछ करना चाहिए, बस आज ही कल में उसको निपटारा कर लेना चाहिए.
But so far, no signs of a thaw. In Lucknow with camera person Ramesh Verma, this is Alok Pandey, NDTV.
Well, the Yadav family saga has been grabbing headlines for days now. It's also the biggest talking point and subject to heated debates across UP. What do people in the state feel about the first family's drama? Opinion seems to be quite divided.
In the hot pan of UP politics, debates over war in the Samajwadi Party Parivar erupt regularly in mohallas and villages. Among loyal Mulayam voters, the narrative has worries, echoing with voices for a generational change.
दिल उसी को देना चाहिए जो दिलदार यार हो, हिंदू हो, मुसलमान हो, कदरदान यार हो. अब अखिलेश की अकल जो है काम कर रही, लेकिन अहमियत बाप की भी, और बाप ही की सारी असद है वो जो अखिलेश के पास है.
मान लीजिए दोनों अलग अलग लड़े तो क्या करेंगे?
हम अखिलेश को देंगे.
पिताजी कहाँ छोड़ देंगे?
अब मजबूरी है. बात यह है सामने कि अब मान लिया नवा एवा तो सभी देखते हैं. अब उसके कार्य भी अच्छे हैं, उसके काम भी अच्छे हैं.
Over several rounds of tea and tobacco, details of Akhilesh Mulayam war are discussed daily. Some feel the divide will split the minority vote.
जब मोहम्मद नोट कट जाएगा, कुछ चौधरी पाएंगे, कुछ मायावती पाएंगे, कुछ अखिलेश पाएंगे, तो भाजपा को जीतना है. उनके पक्के वोट हो जाएंगे सब.
तो फायदा होता है.
हाँ. अब नेता मुलायम सिंह, मुल्ला मुलायम सिंह का लोग कहते थे.
तो अब अखिलेश?
हाँ, हम अखिलेश को वोट देंगे. अब वो चाहे हारे या जीते.
Mau village is minority dominated. 5 kilometers away, another Mulayam bastion battles a similar dilemma. 80% of Rani Kheda village residents are Yadavs. Long ago, Mulayam had sown seeds of a social coalition between Muslims and Yadavs, who today are loyal to Samajwadi Party but prefer the son.
मुलायम सिंह का बरामद बैठा है, अखिलेश भैया का दौरे दिए, सब बढ़िया राज चलाओ, सब काम करें.
Sushila Yadav has watched every twist and turn of the Parivar war live on the laptop Akhilesh gave her.
झगड़ा परिवार में झगड़ा हुआ वो तो इंटरनेट पे पढ़ा होगा उसके बारे में. तो इंटरनेट पे पढ़ रही हैं उसके बारे में?
हाँ, पढ़ते हैं.
टीवी पे देख रही हैं?
टीवी पे भी देखा है.
क्या देखा आपने? क्या हो रहा है?
यही जो लड़ाई कर रहे हैं आपस में, वो कह रहे हैं मेरी है वो अखिलेश जी कह रहे हैं कि अमर सिंह इन्हें भड़का रहे हैं और ये उनका भाजपा का साथ दे रहे हैं, यही सब बता रहे हैं.
If Samajwadi Party splits, the two parts of Mulayam's MY combination will separate. Muslims have BSP, Yadavs hope for a truce.
In a political career spanning over 5 decades, wrestler turned politician Mulayam Singh Yadav could punch high, beat rivals heavier than him because of two basic qualities, timing and good judgment. But away from Lucknow, in the countryside, the voters' narrative is making one wonder, has Mulayam Singh Yadav gone wrong? And proving that good judgment comes from experience and experience from bad judgment. With Arif Mohammed in Rani Kheda, Rahul Srivastava for NDTV.
All right, the tug of war, the family feud, it goes on day after day. The big question now, is it actually almost impossible at this stage for the Samajwadi Party, the Mulayam and the Akhilesh camps to come together? Because it was so close today at one stage. A press conference was supposed to have perhaps been an indicator of a patch-up, and just 5-6 minutes before that press conference was supposed to start, it was supposed to be to have Mulayam Singh Yadav in it. It was scrapped. So where exactly does the party now stand? Joining us, Juhi Singh from the Samajwadi Party, Rita Bahuguna Joshi from the BJP, and Sanjay Jha of the Congress. I'd like to thank all of you very much for joining us. Juhi, why was that press conference scrapped just before it started?
Look, it was called by Netaji, so he would be able to tell you better. But we made our decision on the 1st of January. We were trying to send this message, the entire party cadre, the MLAs, the MPs, that we wanted to fight the election under a clear leadership of Akhilesh ji, and that's what we all decided and made him the national president. And that day we took a call, and the party is strongly and staunchly behind him, and we are going into 2017 under his leadership. So, and we'll keep talking. I mean, there's no harm in talking to our elders. We do need their guidance, but if they don't want to give it, there's not much room left for us.
So, Rita, it's interesting speaking to you. I beg your pardon, Juhi. It's interesting speaking to you this evening and speaking to you when this all began and the hours that it began. I remember that you yourself seemed to be so divided among how to speak. Were you going to speak in favor of Akhilesh? Were you going to speak in favor of Mulayam Singh Yadav? But you seem to represent the voice of so many in the party that at this stage it appears that Mulayam Singh Yadav, the veteran leader of the Samajwadi Party, is less important than his son. Would you agree?
Look, I wouldn't say he is less important in our hearts, but it's not just about the chief minister being a chief minister and a job. It's the entire party. It's the future of the party at stake. And this is a message that the party was trying to send for the past 4 months. We have worked under the leadership of the chief minister, and suddenly to expect not to go out to the public with his report card was something very unusual. So the party got together and sorted it out, and we are going into elections with what we wanted. Because the only thing the chief minister always asked was that he wanted to choose the candidates, to have an active role in choosing the candidates who would fight 2017. So that's what we
that's
all
old
are in
hat
favor
at this
of.
stage. Let me ask you, Sanjay Jha, where does the Congress see the developments in the Samajwadi Party? Are you worried? Because at one level you certainly want an alliance with the Samajwadi Party, probably with Akhilesh. But the later this inner family wrangling goes on, the less easy that alliance possibility looks.
Vishnu, I think whatever internal squabbles are happening within the Yadav family is their internal matter, and obviously they'll have to resolve it both privately as well as in the public domain. The elections are already been announced. As far as the Congress party is concerned, let me be very clear here. Our experience is that end of day in Uttar Pradesh, there is a very, very drastic need of a new governance model. It's a very critical state for India. It still has a lot of social economic indicators that manifest that hard work needs to be done. So the Congress party is very convinced that, end of day, while everybody is speculating about a potential alliance, and I don't want to, make a premature comment, because these are strategic, sensitive decisions that the senior party leaders within the Congress party will take. But everyone quotes the Bihar Mahagathbandhan example, Vishnu, and we all know that worked extraordinarily well to rout the Bharatiya Janata Party. I do believe that in Uttar Pradesh is going to be a competitive battle, and whether the Congress party goes it alone or goes into an alliance with another political party is something that we'll get to know shortly.
How shortly?
Well, as I said, there's a lot of speculation going on in the public domain, and as a responsible spokesperson for my party, I don't think I would like to add any further, shall we say, oil into the speculative fires.
Right. Rita Bahuguna Joshi, ma'am, how does the BJP see all the goings on in the Samajwadi Party? Is your path to possibly winning these elections easier now?
Let us get some facts straight. You see, the Samajwadi Party reputation has been dipping for a long time, and as the elections are approaching, both Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav and Akhilesh knew that they're not coming back into power. The law and order situation and corruption and Maoism and Gundism and the Thana politics, police station politics that were going on had really annoyed the people. So now the question is, this internal strife amongst them is not to come back into power. It's for control over the party. Who controls the party for the next 5 years? And that is what the entire battle is for. It doesn't matter to us how they internally fight among themselves, whether the son respects the father, wants to give up for the son, or what is the uncle doing. It's not a concern at all. The Bharatiya Janata Party knows that both the BSP and the SP should go, because the misgovernance in UP has reached its crescendo, and they must go, and that is why the BJP has been for 1 year of meeting the people. We have already communicated with over 2 crore people in the state through the yatras, and the Prime Minister's rally in UP you have seen in Lucknow. It has broken all records of crowd coming to him, despite the fact that the Prime Minister was being...
Okay, so basically you feel that the Samajwadi Party issue is not something that even remotely bothers or affects the BJP, and many people would say that perhaps that is absolutely correct, because how does it matter to any other political party, Juhi, what happens in the Samajwadi Party? But that said, how soon are you going to get your act together? Or are we going to see a battle for the symbol? Because that's what it boils down to now, with both the Akhilesh camp and the Mulayam Singh camp having gone to the EC. So is that where the battle now rests, at the doorstep of the Election Commission?
Vishu, the party is strongly behind the Chief Minister, and I would say more than 80%, 85 to 90%. So yes, when we took the call on 1st of January and when they went to the EC, we didn't go to the EC first. So yes, the symbol is in question, but we will wait for the Election Commission's decision. But our USP is the Chief Minister, his face, and the fact that we have worked for. It's a difficult challenge. It's a very difficult challenge if we are supposed to fight with a new symbol. But we already have taken that into account, and we have all been members of this party. He's not forming a new party, or he's not joining a party very short to an election. We have been in this this party for a very, very long time. So we are not splitting the party, we are just changing the face of the party a little bit, and hope we'll be successful and the people will accept us with this.
So Juhi, what is the hold that Amar Singh has over Mulayam Singh Yadav at this stage? At a stage when things are so desperate.
Look, our national president, we passed 3 resolutions, and one of them was suspending the person concerned from the party. So as of now, he has no locus standi for us. Rest, if he is a friend of Netaji, then that's their own business. If they like each other, I've got nothing to say on the matter. But yes, his language has a lot to be questioned for.
So is it a matter of concern for you and leaders like you that Netaji appears to have picked Amar Singh over his own son?
It's really not a concern, because most of us are into politics and we treat it as a very serious career. So if there's a friendship somewhere, we should not be questioning it, especially with someone who's our mentor and the founder of the party. It would be really outside limits to question it. We are looking forward to a bright future and really fighting these elections with a clean slate and a developmental model.
All right, well, there you have it. That's the present situation in the Samajwadi Party, a fairly desperate situation if things aren't resolved. Elections in the state just a couple of weeks back. It's still unclear who's going to have the symbol of the Samajwadi Party. I'd like to thank all of you very much for joining us this evening.